Good morning, YouTube. It's a bright, sunny Saturday morning, and I'm on my way to view a couple of properties. They're two different 8-unit properties that I believe are possibly being sold as a package deal. So I'm really excited about seeing what kind of ROI is going on and what's the situation with the tenants and the condition of the house. So I wanted to make this video because I watch a ton of videos about real estate investing, and the people speak really fast and they sort of speak in a way that perhaps is for the more advanced investor. But I wanted to kind of give you my story and how I got started and how it doesn't have to be that scary or out of your reach. So when I first started, I actually saved up for my first down payment for the property, and it's actually, looking back now, I could say it was a good deal. I didn't know too much what I was doing, but I just looked at what was going to be my mortgage, my expenses, which aren't much because in that property there's no common areas, so there's no common expenses for me to incur. So that was really good. It's really important to know all of what your expenses are, what your for the property versus the tenant's responsibility. So anyway, really good rents, really good ROI, cash flowing really well, and I feel like I got lucky in a way, but at the same time I listened to my gut, and that's a really, really important thing for you to do and remember to do, because in this business there's so many deals and there's so many snakes gonna try to get you to buy a deal that doesn't really make sense. So you got to kind of listen to yourself. Like, for example, I'm locked into a deal right now where I am starting to feel not good about the deal. So I'm actually going to be probably pulling out of it and getting into an even better deal with a better situation. So anyway, I know that a lot of people talk about you don't need any money to buy a property, and there's different ways to do things, and there's different ways to buy property, and that is true. However, there's a price to pay for that. So if you need to take out a loan just for the down payment, already out of the gate you're running this high interest rate on just your down payment. Then you have the actual mortgage part, which is going to carry another interest rate. And if you do need to take out a loan for just the down payment part, those interest rates are going to be between 10 and 15, maybe even 18%. And there goes all of your profit. And so it doesn't really make sense. I know saving up could be scary. I know some people do it in a way where they live on the property. If it's if it's your first time buying the property, then you only have to put 3% down, which doesn't seem so scary. And I've heard people that will do that. They'll buy the property, live in it, put the 3% down. After a couple of years, they'll move out, buy another property, live in it, do the same thing over again. And that works out really well for them. That's if you're okay with living in the type of properties you're going to be purchasing. And I don't know about you, but most people who purchase some kind of income property or investment property, if you do it the right way, you probably really don't want to live in it. I don't know, perhaps you might. I might be wrong. And if you're willing to live in the property, that's better for you, because then you won't have to put as much money down. But definitely try to save up 25 to 30%. And mistake that I made actually 2 times already is I put the properties in my own personal name. And after a while, that's just incurring liability upon your personal self and your personal assets that you just don't want to have, or weighing on your shoulders. So I'm actually in the process of putting my properties in an LLC, and this next one that I buy is going to be in a different LLC. Now, again, some people ask, can I put them all in the same LLC? I think up until a certain value amount, you can put them in the same LLC. Like, let's say you have a few properties and they add up to $500,000. Then after that, if you want to get more, maybe you want to just open up a new LLC. It's like $500 to open an LLC. It's like nothing. So yeah, get an LLC. You can Google how to, open one up online. It's really simple. I've done it multiple times already, and you just have to keep up with the lovely $500 a year fee just to have the LLC, but it's worth it for sure. So definitely, hello, if you're gonna cut me off, you better be going faster than me. Anyway, sorry. Get an LLC, put the name of the property in the LLC. The smartest tactic, I believe, is to save for the down payment. Make sure at least one of your rents, so the way I do it is either one of my rents or not more than 2 of my rents covers the mortgage, taxes, insurance, all of that a month. So figure out what your monthly fees are going to be. Figure out what the potential rents you're going to be able to collect. And a rule of thumb that's been working for me so far is not more than probably 1.5. If you could keep the fees under 1 rent, that's the best, because then everything else is just profit, which is great. So I hope this helped a little bit. Like I said, you don't have to be like a guru in the real estate business to start. Having some savings and looking for properties that you can afford to put the down payment on, put the property in the name of your LLC, and pick good tenants. So I want to talk a little bit about that. So picking tenants that have good credit scores. Now, I'm not talking like 750 or 800, although that would be nice. But you don't want to pick anybody that has less than 6, because that's just poor credit. And even though they may be showing good income and they will swear up and down that they're responsible, the credit speaks for itself. And in my experience from tenants that I've had that have had bad credit, they were a nightmare. Maybe they paid, sometimes they didn't. They will figure out a way not to pay. So that is what they do. And it reflects on their credit score as well. So good credit, above 650 would be ideal. I would consider between 6 and 650 only after meeting them and really getting a feel for their personality, checking out their references, checking their background and all of that. So good credit on the tenants, and so far so good. So I hope this helped a little bit, and don't be scared, go for it. It's really the best time to buy. There is not much inventory out there right now, but the people that are selling are really wanting to get rid of their properties. So you could get a good deal and be on your way to making some passive income. Good luck, and I'll talk to you next time.